Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all panels. My name is Intan Nur Akila binti Sapawi under Dr. Siah Yinggen. Today, I would like to present my final year project with title Species Identification and Morphological Characteristic of Family Cyanidae from Marang, Terengganu, Malaysia. Cyanide are commonly known as croaker or drums are known as kelama in Malaysia. There are 66 genera and 299 species of family Cyanidae worldwide. It is commonly occur in temperate tropical coastal water and estuaries throughout the world. Landing amount in Malaysia are about 38,178 metric tons in 2017. Problem description for this project is there are lack of studies and information about species identification and morphological characteristic of this family in Marang, Terengganu. This species also difficult to identify and misidentification of species. For example, Nibia soldado was misidentified with Nibia chur at Johor on 2015. Objective for this project is to identify the species of family Cyanidae in Marang, Terengganu and to determine the meristic and morphometric parameter on the species of family Cyanidae. The project was successful by using this methodology by Motomura and Ishikawa. Firstly, the sample was collected in Marang, Terengganu. All sample was arranged to remove grime and mucous membrane and sort according to their morphological characteristics. Then, all sample was pre-fixation by using 100% of formalin to make sure that the fin of sample was well spread. Next, photograph for whole body color of the sample, and the sample was being tagged on the cadre pedicle. Next, fixation by using 10% of formalin for 2 weeks. After fixation, the sample was rinsed with the flow water for 1 to 2 days to leach out the formalin. The formalin was replaced with 70% of ethanol for long-term storage of specimen. Next, species identification by using FAO Species Identification Guide purpose. Fishes of Malaysia and fishes of Terengganu. Then measure the morphometry and meristic count, and all data was standardized and analyzed by using principal component analysis (PCA). Finding for my project is total 70 individual of different species of Cyanidae have been caught in Marang, Terengganu on December 2019 until February 2020. 9 species of 6 genera showed in table 1.0. This is species that was being collected. All standardized data of morphological measurement was analyzed under PCA by using PAS3 software. The table 2.0 showed the factor loading of cyanide species for PC1 and PC2. Principal component 1 and principal component 2 together include 54.03% of shape variation and form a space in which sympatric species. There were 4 of 23 variables measured contribute the higher of the PC1 and PC2. Highest loading for PC1 is second anal spine length and body depth. And for loading PC2 is interorbital width and snout length. This is scatter plot of Cyanidae that were plotted separately according to their morphological characteristics. From this scatter plot, we can see that Nibia soldado had the longest second anal spine and high body depth among the species, followed by Dendrophisa russelli and Nibia semifasciata. Penahia anea had short and slender of second anal spine. Otolis rubber and Protonibia diacanthus had a short had short snout length and interorbital among other species. For genus Jonius, we can see that genus Amblicephalus had long snout length and large interorbital width compared to genus Heterolepis and Bornensis. Genus Bornensis had the longest second anal spine compared to two other genus, genus Jonius. We can see that there are a little overlap between two species which is genus Heterolepis and Panahia anea. For discussion, there were three species, which is genus Heterolepis, genus Bornensis, and Protonebia diacanthus, that not been recorded in Terengganu waters. Overlap between two species, which is genus Heterolepis and Panahia anea. Both of species had been nearest measurement of second anal spine, which is genus Heterolepis with 20 to 23% of head length, and Panahia anea with 20 to 25 of head length. This species easily to be differentiated because both of their external morphology is quite different. In this study, I also misidentified genus Heterolepis with genus Corona because they had similar body shape. According to the identification key process proposed by Sasaki 2001, the difference between genus Heterolepis and genus Corona is their second anal spine. Genus Heterolepis differ from genus Corona because it comes with short and slender second anal spine followed by short and slender of gill tracker. Key to species. Taxonomy key or identification key is one of most useful method to easily identify the species. Key identification of species help to guide toward the known name of the species. The main key to species of Cyanidae in this study was mainly focused on external morphological characters such as appendages, the appendages at supralytrum, second anal spine, barbel, and canyon teeth. This is a table of key species identification. Summary for my project is 9 species of 6 genera of cyanid species have been caught and identified. A key to the species and species description were prepared for cyanid species found throughout this study to easily recognizable features. The objective of this study had been fulfilled. More comprehensive information must be provided in family Cyanidae. Overall, this study are very important to supplementary taxonomy evidence for the cyanid in Malaysia, and further taxonomy study need to be done to provide more precise data for future reference. This is list of my references. Thank you.